All right, my friend Marellis, she's going to do a problem in cost accounting. So what we have is a situation in cost accounting is we have several accounts, as you know, raw material, work in process, finished goods. On top of, so read the first one to us.
Well, the problem states that buyers, the manufacturing company produces a product into two departments. One is mixing and two is finishing. The company uses a process cost accounting system. So A, the first thing is they purchase raw materials for $50,000.
Okay, so what do you think the journal entry is? Oh, do this for me. All right, what's going to happen is go to that raw material account up there.
Okay.
And put in there, how much is it?
$50,000.
I put 50,000 in there. If now my friend, she's a little bit rusty in accounting 1 and 2, so she she knows that debit means left though, so that's a good sign.
Yes.
And so raw material is going to increase or decrease?
Your raw materials, purchase raw materials for $50,000 on account. So your raw materials increase.
Debit or credit? How much raw materials?
Left is decrease. It's $50,000.
Okay.
Credit.
No, raw material is an asset. All assets increase on the left side, on the debit side. So you're going to put in on the left side, Mary
So
Alice.
why shouldn't it be credit then? Oh, okay, never mind.
Okay, put 50,000. You don't have to put dollars there. Put 000 for us. There's an eraser there. Be careful with your fingers. You don't want to get your fingers messed up. Okay, so put a little 1 next to that. Okay, she posted first. Now come over to your left and make the journal entry, okay? Way up on the top, sort of towards the top. Okay, 50,000, so just write raw. Okay, raw. 50,000. And then the other, what do you think the other account's gonna be? What's the other account?
You have to credit payable.
Very good, account payable. We're not gonna keep account payable here, we don't have enough space. So put A/P.
Where?
Right underneath raw material.
Oh, right.
No, the journal, make a journal, in the journal. A/P. Okay. And what we could do with her, what I'm gonna do with her, in fact, I'm gonna give her some extra space for her liabilities. So they'll go down there and make an account payable. Okay? So now she is gonna, that's the journal entry. Entry 1, she posted to raw. She posted to raw. And then now she posted to A/P over there. A P, you need a P there.
Oh.
Or you could, no, well, put a line after it. AC's fine. You know, we gotta put P somewhere there, honey, Miss Marielle. Sorry, AP, put a plus on the right side of that T account. That indicates that it increases on the right side. Next, read.
Okay, B, it says raw materials requisitioned for production work. Direct materials, mixing department 20,000 and finishing department's 14,000.
Okay, there's 2 different departments here. This is good. My friend Mike is with me, who knows a lot about accounting. My name is Mike too. My friend Mike knows a lot about accounting, so he can learn about cost accounting here. Mike, what's happening is this. In cost accounting, which is good, so we'll go over your stuff. Don't worry, we'll be done by 7:30. Now, Mike, what's happening here is you see in a cost accounting, right, on the balance sheet you find raw material,
Right.
you find work in process, WIP, and also you find finished goods. That's what you find on a balance sheet in a manufacturing company.
Okay.
Okay? Now, there's 2 other accounts that are temporary accounts that get closed out at the end of the period. They are called FL, factory labor, and overhead. Now what happens is that, now the reason I put an arrow next to those 2 from work in process is to indicate a parent-child relationship, just like a contra account.
Right.
However, in this case, Mike, they carry the same plus on the same side.
Because they're adding cost to the finished material?
True. In this case, in accounting, they call it an adjunct account. It adds to the account
Okay.
rather than subtract, like a contra account.
Right, but first thinking you would think it would be a contra account.
Well, it carries the same plus minus, though. You see, it carries the same plus
Right.
as the work in process, whereas contra accounts carry opposite. like accumulated depreciation or drawing against owner's equity.
Is this because the overall of those 5 accounts is the cost of the goods?
That's right, that's right. Cost accounting meaning to keep track of costs. So what happens is actually, Mike, we're gonna go through these journal entries. It's like a train station. So the first thing that happened is it's like a train station. So you're gonna see how the train goes through the station right now. And what they do is, they do it that way to give information. So say Mike is a businessman. Now he owns a factory, so he want to know the reason they do this way. Because although he's not an accountant, at the end of the game, he knows, hey, where's this cost? Where's this cost? Why is this costing me this? He want to know before he make the product what it's going to cost. Now here there's an added complication in that the first working process, right on top of that T account mixing department, right, and mixing on top of that working process. What happens is, no, that's finishing. The second one is finishing.
So is this one?
Yeah, right, mixing. What happens, Mike, in this product, it's some kind of a helmet or something, or a motorcycle tank or something, where they have a mixing department. After it gets done in the mixing department, it then goes over to the it goes to the finishing department. So right, finishing on top of there, and read to me the next journal. I had explained that before I went to the next journal entry. Now read it to me, Mary Ellis.
Okay, so it says raw materials requisition for production work. Direct materials mixing department 20,000 and finishing department 14,000.
Okay, what happened here is this. Now, read that again to me. Read it.
It says raw materials requisitioned for production work.
Right.
Direct materials, mixing department 20,000 and finishing department 14,000.
Okay, so what's going to happen is this. Now the word requisition means to request. It's a big word, right? But it means to request. So
The request in raw materials?
right, what happens is this, Mike, in a factory, in internal control sense, what happens is the factory has to request from the holders of the raw material that they want raw material for the factory floor. And okay, so what they made a request for how much stuff, young lady?
20,000 in the mixing department and 14,000 in the finishing.
Okay, that's a total of 34,000. So what's going to happen is here in the train station, raw material, the product is no longer raw anymore. It's now become like a partial product. So we're now going to transfer it out of raw and move it over into work in process for the various aspects of it. So decrease raw material 34,000, step A. She's going to post it up first before we journal.
So put 34,000 here?
No, in raw material. Raw material is going to decrease 30. Go all the way to the top. All the way to the top. 34,000. Okay, that's entry 2. Right, you can write a little bigger. That's okay. Okay, now what's going to happen is though, all right, she starts to work on the journal. Okay, then well, if you want to credit raw first, go ahead. You got to decrease raw now with a credit. That's okay, credit it.
Oh, okay.
I don't care if debits or credits come first. It's not really relevant, ultimately, okay? It's got to be in the same line now. Okay, she'll fix it then, I guess, what she's going to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Okie dokie. Now, go back to your T account. Go put into, see, mixing department?
Yes.
Put in there, how much they say went to there? 20,000 into mix?
20,000.
Put 20,000 into mixing. Entry number 2. And then put 14,000 in the finishing work in process. And then she's going to finish the journal entry. We'll be right back.